Good morning, friends. Welcome to Akulmach Live. I'm your host, CK. India is developing very rapidly. There are a lot of activities going on within India, a lot of policy being drafted, new laws are being brought in, and also new opportunities. And therefore, the leading edge of our success is the investment in AI and blockchain technologies. And today, I will discuss about what are the 4 to 5 important investment, which segment of the business that Indian business, Indian government is all looking towards that. We know that the India is the leader in the software, and I think in next 5 years we will also start getting into the hardware development. All right, so this is something very very important. Let's proceed on our discussion, and the first area of the fresh investment from the government and from the private parties are is a transformative AI solution. So, what is the transformative AI solution? Transformative AI solutions are the solutions which will actually transform the business. You see, the businesses are used to run in certain fashion. There are certain regulations which the business have to adhere to. There are certain set methods of finding clients, working with the clients, and delivering your product or solution. So those methodologies are set already. However, in last couple of years, a lot of things are changing. The government policies, rules and regulations, all of that are changing. In fact, India is driving some of these changes globally, and India is adapting to AI very rapidly, not only in the private sector but majorly in the government sector, because India is a very huge population, and you need a lot of AI solution automation to basically manage when it comes to the e-governance. So government is actually walking the talk, and they are implementing the lot of AI solutions to manage taxation, shipping. The whole lot of the large, large application of the e-governance program is actually being handled by the AI, and therefore there are a lot of software development happening within India, especially in the area of education, area of health sciences. A lot of private companies are also investing and bringing new AI-based solutions for future consumption, and also the current technology is going to transform the way we actually do education, the way we do cultivation, crops, all these kind of things, and also how do we actually access to the healthcare. Let's find out which are these companies which are at the forefront. Friends, when I did my research, I found out that there are several areas of technology advancements where the companies in India are indulging in. And when it comes to healthcare and AI solutions, the companies like Zebra Medical Vision and Niramile, they are using AI to revolutionize the healthcare by providing early detection of diseases and improving diagnosis. Imagine, these are pioneering work which is being done using AI in the area of healthcare. Now, moving on, there are other sectors like agriculture. So there are startup like Crop In, and AgroStar are leveraging AI to provide farmers the real-time information on crop health, weather forecast, and market pricing, helping them making an informed decision. Moving on, there are education institutions and they are also leveraging AI. So there are platforms like Byju's and Vedantu. They are using AI for personalized learning experience for students and offering tailored content and adaptive assessment to enhance educational outcome. Now moving on, in the area of financial services, fintech companies like Paytm and PhonePe are implementing AI-driven solutions for fraud detection, risk management, customer service, making financial transactions much more efficient and secure. Lastly, there are several smart city initiatives in India, and these smart city initiatives are basically managed by the smart city mission, and they are using AI in all facet of their development, like infrastructure, optimization of traffic, improving public services, and creating much more livable cities. So the next area is the blockchain and the security. we know that the blockchain is a technology, and using the blockchain, the cryptocurrency, which is the online currency that has been developed, and the blockchain can be used in your financial technologies and also your security. And in conjunction with the AI, blockchain can be very powerful concept. Blockchain is very difficult to hack into, because every time you actually create something new, it creates a different document with a link to the previous one. So if there are thousands of linkages like that, it will be very difficult for hackers to identify the entire chain, and that is why this is called blockchain. Very simple definition, that there is no single page that the hackers will have to hack into. There will be thousands of pages. The information pertaining to one password and one user ID may be spread across hundreds of pages. All of these pages will be encrypted. Therefore, it becomes a job of hacking a thousand times more difficult. And that is why blockchain is deployed in almost every internet facing financial technology web page or mobile application, to make it much more secure. And in most of the developing countries and also developed countries, the onus of security lies on the institution, and that's the regulation. I mean, if you look at the large economies like India, US, and EU, these are the large pockets of development. Not too much sure about China, but I'm sure it must be the similar, where the regulator actually says that if you're running a bank, if you're running a insurance, the onus of providing security for the customer lies on the institution. So therefore, all the institutions are now jumping ahead and implementing blockchain based their solutions, so that they are much more secure, and at the same time they are using AI to provide wider services to much wider audience. And most of the internet technology is used for rendering services. So blockchain is being used to secure, and I'm not saying that it is already being done 100% complete. No, there is a lot of potential, and therefore there are a lot of security expertise required globally. I think when we're talking about large economies like US, India, EU, uh, some certain things are very streamlined, and we know that this is the way we have to proceed. But there are more than 230 countries, around 190 plus countries have signed the United Nations. So there is still a lot of scope for taking these solutions globally and making the entire population of the world much more secure. Let's find out which are the companies that are indulging in solution development for uh, security and also blockchain. When it comes to blockchain and security solutions, there are several companies, but there are notably few which I would like to mention here. One is called SecureDep, a blockchain security solution for companies that is operating on Web3 space and providing robust security and measures using blockchain applications. Similarly, there is a technology which is known as BT Clear, a utility infra layer on Bitcoin with flexible layer 2 and liquid stake capability, enhancing security and scalability for blockchain networks. Moving on, there is a standard called Quill Audit. Quill Audit. This is specializing in smart contract security audits, which is DeFi and NFT security solutions, ensuring that safety and integrity of the blockchain-based projects is taken care. Then there is another technology called SecureVerse, offering smart contract auditing and penetration testing services to identify and mitigate vulnerability in blockchain application. And lastly, X2 India Technology Private Limited, developing an offline payment platform for e-money and tier 2 CBDC based blockchain, providing secure and reliable payment solutions. You see, the next area of the emerging area for development is the renewable energy. Uh, there are targets being set by the United Nations, in fact, the global community. Let's forget about United Nations for the time being. the countries are becoming the people which are choosing the government in democratic countries are becoming very serious about the environment. They are ensuring that they are living in conjunction with the environment without spoiling it for the future generation. So one of the biggest companies are the energy generation companies. And because you know uh, hydroelectric plants are quite expensive, takes several years to construct, and then they can actually generate huge amount of electricity. But in large countries, those hydroelectric plants may not be sufficient, and therefore still there is a huge amount of electric generation happens using the thermal electric plants, which are basically burning the coal. Huge amount of carbon emissions are made through these electricity generation plants, and therefore that's a cause of concern. However, humanities have gotten together and they are working on the targets. Each country has agreed to certain targets that by this year they will actually transition the entire polluting energy generation to non-polluting energy generation. And there are several technologies in that area. There is solar, of course, there is wind, there are methods of converting wave energy from the ocean into free electric energy. There are several ones. And therefore in next 5 years there is going to be sort of an explosion of these players, the renewable energy uh, production companies within India, which may actually take away or provide the grid electricity into the grid, where they will contribute to the hydro power. In fact, India is one country which has completely almost moved away from the thermal power, and therefore today 25% of the electricity is generated by renewable sources. Let's find out which are the companies indulging in this segment. Friends, when it comes to renewable energy, there are several initiatives running in India as we speak. Noteworthy of these initiatives are the solar power. And India is having world largest solar power plant situated in a place called Bodla, and this plant is known as Bodla Solar Park. It is the largest. That means it is basically in the middle of desert where there is a lot of heat, there is a lot of sun, and the operator of the solar park have put huge solar arrays to harness, to capture as much energy as possible and convert that into electricity. Now moving on, there are a lot of wind as well in India, and therefore in Tamil Nadu, Mupandal wind farm, it is the largest wind farm in India, which is contributing energy to renewable energy initiative of India, a significant portion of it. And then we also have hydro power plant, which are basically dam. They stop water, use water to generate electricity by passing the water through turbines. All right. And one of the largest project is known as Teri Dam in Uttarakhand state, where there is a significant amount of hydro power being generated, and this power is being used for household as well as for business. Then there are significant biomass initiative also running, where the state of Punjab is leading this initiative, where the biomass is used to generate, to basically burn it and used to generate electricity, which is also considered renewable because you are now getting rid of the bio base. And then let's talk about the new initiatives which are also experimental in nature, and these are the renewable energy parks. Noteworthy of these energy parks are Gujarat Solar Park and Andhra Pradesh Solar Park, which are not only generating solar power but also providing the solar power to houses and to the nearby businesses. So, friends, the next topic is the technology advancement, overall technological advancement. You can see that everywhere in India. You can see whole lot of new type of applications are being floated around. I mean, if you look at the app store on your devices, you will see there is an application for everything. So all of this is being driven from India, and whatever India does, it has a global effect, global impact, especially if you look at the UPI based payment, which is directly linked to your mobile phone. Your mobile phone is directly linked to your national ID. Therefore, it is completely secure and it's very easy, because as long as somebody has the national ID, they can do pretty much all kinds of financial transactions. So these are all example of technology being adopted by every citizen of India. Today, use of currency has reduced considerably, and that is actually saving a lot of money for the government. Government is moving away from printing physical currency notes and also minting the coins, because people don't feel comfortable exchanging the currencies. They feel very comfortable in paying the digital payments. Even it is like a very very small amount, the micro payment applications allow that transactions to happen. So most people are very comfortable in doing that. Similarly, there are several examples. For example, if you look at um, small sensors, RFID based sensors, that can be put in the field of the farmer, and the farmers will get real time information about how much moisture is there in that soil, how much is adequate, um, what is going to happen, if this weather is going to play some havoc on them. So there could be a sort of a early warning system which is being provided. At the same time, the condition of the field can also be provided on his mobile. How many nutrients are there in which part of the field, there are less nutrient, and then farmer will have to only focus on that area rather than focusing on an entire field. So things like that are being developed, and these sensors which will be put in the soil are very very small, very low cost, nothing like that. There are surveillance based technologies. Earlier you have to basically wire the entire home, put cameras here and there. Now the surveillance systems are being sold in India as part of your internet connectivity. All the large players are providing these Wi-Fi cameras, which are commercially inserted in your internet plan. So you not only buy the pipe for your data, but you can also use the same connection, uh, getting your surveillance done in your factory or also in your house. So there are several examples. I mean, if I can go on education, there are systems being developed for immersive education experience. So if somebody is trying to learn things online, it could be provided in an immersive manner. I think the next year it will come up in a very big way when all the education institutions will get the immersive technology implemented in their school ERPs or university ERPs. Healthcare, as it is, people don't like to visit the hospital. Hospital don't like patients to come to their premises until and unless it is absolutely necessary. You can actually gain access to doctors uh, through online medium. You can do consultation, and at the same time, you can also make use of the um, in-home care for your test being done. So there are a whole lot of changes that are being driven by the Indian businesses and Indian consumers as well. So let's move on to the next topic, and that is the social and environmental impact. There is a huge social and environmental impact. Obviously, the whole society is changing, because next couple of years and the previous couple of years have been the building, sort of a chain building between the previous era and the new era which is going to come up. And Indians are driving this in a very big way. Why Indians are driving this in a very big way? Simply because of the sheer population. The numbers are huge, and the thought process of Indians is basically to go up there, adapt new technology. That is the basic fundamental of how Indians are changing the world today. So, friends, it looks very promising. The whole technology is driving India forward. India is taking the world forward, setting an example, and India is showing the largest swing on the GDP growth. I mean, the GDP growth itself is the highest in the world today, simply because the people, the citizens of India, are loving this whole concept of technology driven growth, which is why India is actually leading the way. So, friends, thanks for watching me live today. If you have any questions or opinion or any suggestion, feel free to send it across. Thanks for watching. See you again.